Honoring the past, recognizing the present, and dedicated to the future. This is the philosophy and the mission of the Benton Athletic Memorial Museum since its inception in 1995. Approximately 375 people have served on the board of directors of the Benton Athletic Memorial Museum from 1995 through the present. So there has been a lot of input from the community in the development of the Benton Athletic Memorial Museum. I'd like to highlight some of the events that have happened over the years and a little bit of background about the museum. 6 different school districts throughout the state of Arkansas has been down to Benton High School to look at the museum to see if they can get an idea as to how to build one on their campus. Those different school districts have been Forest City, Fort Smith Northside, Texarkana, Hot Springs, Cabot, Whitehall, and El Dorado. Benton Junior High School is a predominant force in using the museum for its student population, so if they can get an idea of what Benton Athletics and the Benton School District is all about. Benton High School uses the museum also to further their education in regard to the history of the Benton School District and the history of Benton sports. Over the years, we have found out that there's only one of its kind in the state of Arkansas, and it's the one that's located here in Benton. Now, Little Rock Central has one, but that's dedicated to Little Rock Central. The one here at Benton High School is dedicated to the entire school district. Some of the events that the museum has hosted over the years has been 35 different high school reunions, the recognition that night on the retirement of Bobby Dix's jersey, the recognition of the 1966-67 3AA West Championship team, which would be the last one that Benton would win in that classification, the 1977 state championship team, fan appreciation night, the recognition of the 1961 football team, the recognition of the 1977 state championship team, recognition of former band directors. And that night we had the opportunity to have Mr. Jimmy Powers and Mr. Penn Tucker at C.W. Lewis Stadium that night. We've also had recognition of all former cheerleaders and pep steppers. And we've also had, on football night, we had a dedication and a walk across the football field of all former Benton Panther football players going back to the earliest one we could find in 1934. So the museum has been definitely involved in the preserving of the history of the Benton school system, regardless of whether it's band, cheerleader, pep stepper, football, or other sports. Tonight, as you're well aware, we'll be recognizing a softball championship team. So as executive director of the museum, I want to congratulate the teams that are going to be inducted tonight and to thank the museum for involving me into helping with the program for the 25th anniversary of the Wall of Fame banquet.